Let me prepare you for everything that's to come tomorrow. The second inning XP path ends, and with that, so does double XP. The weekend classic starts. You'll be able to cash in this and a lot more. A new spotlight program for the month of May, our own roster update predictions, community marketplace predictions, and like I've been advertising nonstop, make sure you check out the description to join the Discord where we talk MLB The Show and more. There you can select which notifications you want. And don't forget to hit that like button and red subscribe button here on YouTube. Turn on your notifications. Check out the description for the Twitch and other social medias so you can keep up with me. So tomorrow, the second inning XP path ends, meaning you will no longer be able to obtain Bob Gibson, Josh Gibson, or Ken Griffey Jr. unless you buy them through the marketplace. Later on, they do bring these packs back as rewind packs in future innings, but I don't think it'll be as early as the third inning. The Cornerstone Evolution programs, although, I think that they might start adding rewind packs in the third inning so people can complete them. Also, keep in mind that tomorrow SDS goes live at 11 Pacific time, 2 p.m. Eastern to go ahead and display everything it's bringing, and you will be eligible for Twitch drops if you have your account connected via Twitch only. Something else that's going on that you might not be aware of is created stadiums do not work in head-to-head games online, so that's why you are playing either at cores or at a stadium your opponent selected. Let's begin with the weekend classic now. Matchmaking changes. Depending on the division that you hit in terms of your highest rating this ranked season, that will be what you're locked into in terms of opponents you face. So if you are in the Immortal, meaning your highest rating this ranked season has been 1000 or higher, that means that when the weekend classic starts tomorrow, you will only face players inside of that Immortal division as well, unless the games are taking too long, in which you will drop either 1 or go up 1. So if you were Diamond and the games were taking too long, you would go up to Immortal and down to Go 2 in order to find an opponent. This was done to prevent people from tanking their rating in order to face easier opponents and get that 6-0 juicy reward. Another big change is there are new rewards available. Even at the bronze rounds, you have chances at getting diamonds. For 5 wins, you get the Rewind Classic pack that features the first Carlos Correa and Corey Kluber that were featured inside of the first weekend classic. Leaderboard changes have also been made. There will be 100 players inside your leaderboard. Also, your losses affect your leaderboard standings. So the more games you lose, the further you will fall. The one thing I will say is the potential issue we have currently is you could still tank your rating before, and then in terms of the leaderboard rating changes, you could be number 1 just because although you are facing players on that locked division, you are getting a lot more rating for beating them at whatever division they're locked in, as opposed to your division if you tanked all the way to 400. Featured rewards are going to be 91 Ryan Sandberg and 91 Giancarlo Stanton, and no, we still do not have their attributes. If you didn't know, they fixed the 85 plus live series packs so you can get high overall live series diamonds in those as well. So I want your prediction. Do you think with all of these rewards coming in tomorrow and people playing that the market is going to crash, or it's going to be a bull market where it rises? Enough of that talk. Let me help you prepare for the third inning XP path in order to get those boss packs as soon as possible. First things first is you're going to want to have these 3 bosses. Their prices are starting to go up. I was able to snag Ken Griffey Jr. for around 20 something K, and the other 2 I kept them because I was working towards Josh Donaldson as well as the Scott Rowland collection. I will say 90K worth of stubs is not worth the investment for 30,000 XP unless you can guarantee that you have plenty of other avenues to get to that boss choice pack as soon as possible so you could sell it and make profit from what you've invested, and hopefully still make profit when you buy the next 3 for the next voucher. Let's talk about how you can pre-save XP for tomorrow as long as SDS does not nerf these methods. Number 1, any team affinity team at 30,000 team affinity points is going to give you 4,500 XP. So if you have multiple that are not completed yet, do not complete them. Wait until tomorrow and then work towards that. Inside of the assorted programs, the theme programs, these you will not want to finish them today if you haven't finished them already. Just save it until tomorrow and then complete them tomorrow. At the end of each program, you get a good amount of XP. The Cornerstone Evolution, each one guarantees 10,000 experience for completing it. So I know that in the 3rd inning, you are guaranteed 30,000 experience just from the next 3 that will be available. So keep that in mind so you can, in a way, calculate how close you will be to 350,000 or 20,000, whatever it is for the first boss choice pack. Like I said, I think that they might add some rewind packs for Cornerstone Evolutions, because if you miss out on an inning program, then you basically are ineligible to ever obtain them ever again. We will be getting a May Spotlight program, the beginning of it all, once again, so that's gonna be something you're gonna want to stay on top of and do as soon as possible. And of course, there's gonna be XP there. As you can see, I'm saving my April Spotlight in order to do it tomorrow. Last but not least, when we're talking about programs, is March to October. In total, you will be able to obtain 50,000 XP, but that's only obtainable once. So I wouldn't even waste it on this season. I'd waste it on a season where 99 overalls are coming, but you can also just preload at whatever difficulty you're comfortable with a bunch of March to Octobers right before the All-Star break, and then play them out in order to get as many program stars as possible to get your 50,000 XP. Inside of mini seasons, if you have not completed all 3 of them already, there are win goals that are going to give you XP. I'm saving this one for tomorrow to get a total of 16,000 experience in addition to whatever I have available. If you haven't played mini seasons at all, there are going to be a ton of goals that you can take advantage of in order to get a ton more XP. The same thing applies for Conquest. If you look at most of my Conquest maps, I strategically have not captured every single territory. I'm leaving just one open territory. That way tomorrow, once I do capture that final territory, I'll be able to get X amount of XP per Conquest map that I only have one territory left to capture with. Last but not least is the multiplayer program. It does not end tomorrow, it ends with the Weekend Classic. And although the XP was nerfed this time around when it comes to the multiplayer program, you can still earn yourself a good substantial amount of XP, as there is 75,000 total XP available inside of this program. Another thing I want to add is that tomorrow there is high potential that instead of us seeing as many headliners or deluxe packs, you might see some April packs available when we're talking about monthly awards, in order to make that Carlos Santana a bit cheaper and a lot more available. And you might be seeing the same thing inside of the program for the May monthly awards that starts tomorrow. You might see the same thing where it's a April pack within the program rewards as well. Roster update predictions time. I have Michael Garcia as of right now. These are subject to change because the next roster update is May 23rd, so we still have a lot of time. But I see him going to an 80 overall. Jake Myers is someone else I believe has good potential. He's on fire right now and could potentially hit an 80 overall. Regardless, he could be a long-term hold. Byron Buxton has been on fire. His slugging numbers are up and he's hitting versus righties. I could see him being one of the next diamonds at an 86 overall. Manny Machado, he's been a diamond before, so that helps him out tremendously. I think that he is someone that's flying under the radar. I have him at an 84 overall, but because he's been a diamond before, if he hits an 85 or 86, that would not surprise him. Kyle Schwarber is still hot. I have him going up to an 83 overall. Pathway to diamond is a bit difficult because he is a designated hitter, but it can happen. Dansby Swanson has been a diamond before. His pathway is a lot easier. I could see him going up to an 83. Cal Raleigh might be your next diamond catcher. I could see him going up to an 85, 86. Geraldo Perdomo, who's been a gold in prior years, is doing really well right now. Could see him going up to an 80, 81. Wilson Contreras, who's been a diamond before, I think, and has usually stayed at gold, 78 overall right now. He's starting to heat up. Could see him easily making it back to gold. Last but not least, Willie Adames. He dropped out of gold, but he's starting to heat up, so him going back to gold would be really easy with the fielding he has. Once again, this list will be available inside my Discord, and I will always give the Discord a sneak peek 15 minutes before I drop the video, so make sure you guys join. And if you don't want notifications for Twitch or YouTube, at least turn on MLB The Show notifications. But if you want to support me, pop out to the YouTube videos or the Twitch streams, make sure you turn those on too. Last but not least, SDS has been a lot more lenient this year when it comes to flash sales, so it's possible that tomorrow we get ourselves a flash sale, and it's possible that a spotlight pack is available from the month of April that would make all of the cards a lot cheaper. So a perfect time to either invest or complete that Carlos Santana collection, or just invest in general to any available pack that will be inside of the community marketplace if a flash sale comes. In general, although, my prediction is that at the start of the Weekend Classic, the prices for most live series cards are going to drop slightly, but then they'll pick up as we progress throughout the Weekend Classic, as most people will have played their first 6 games and either gotten the rewards or not, sold them or not. With that, we await the Weekend Classic, 3rd inning XP path, all of that tomorrow. Hopefully they got better diamonds for the 3rd inning than they did for the 2nd inning, because I think those guys saw little to no play from a majority of the community. As always, have a blessed day and night. Stay positive, stay safe, stay blessed. Hit that like button, subscribe button, notification bell. Check out the description for the Twitch where we stream daily, Discord where we have a community that's growing, as well as social media links to keep up with me. I'll have how to finish the 3rd inning XP path and best XP methods dropping tomorrow, so stay tuned for that as well. I'll catch you all in the next one. Peace out.